feel tensions rising, I hear voices in my head. They counsel me, they understand. They talk to me, they talk to me. They tell me things that I will do. They show me things I'll do to you. They talk to me, talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. They talk to me, talk to me, talk to me.
What's up, you YouTubers? This is HarpyHunter89 coming at you from the Duelist Den, and the voices in my head are pretty pissed off right now. For those of you who don't know, Konami has not released a ban list yet. That should be no big secret right now. Now, Konami did say a while back they were going to be doing quarterly ban lists, which means one about every 3 months. Now, granted, Konami did also say that they were not going to be releasing ban list dates anymore, and there was going to be when they could get to it based on how they felt the meta was going and on what they felt needed to be hit. So there was not been for the last several formats an end date for these ban lists. Now, that doesn't bother me so much, there not being an end date. What does bother me is it is now 6 months since the ban list has been released, and a lot of people are getting upset about this. And I've been watching a couple videos over this. MegaCapitalG and Team Samurai has put videos up about this as well. Capital G was just doing like a little rant about it. I will link that video in the comments or in the description box below. I'm also going to link the Team 6 Samurai's video in the description box below as well. And I actually watched MegaCapitalG's video, and I was doing some searches, and I came across Team 6 Samurai's video. And in Team 6 Samurai's video, one of their friends actually emailed Konami in regards to this matter. And like I said, watch Team 6 Samurai's video. They'll be able to, you'll see exactly what happened. But anyway, in Konami's response to this nicely worded, like two paragraph letter that Team 6 Samurai's friend sent off to him, they got pretty much a one-sentence reply that pretty much said, "We don't know when we're going to put the new ban list up." That was Konami's response. Konami does not know when they're putting the new ban list up. I honestly don't see how that's even possible. I mean, it is Konami. They control this shit. How do they not know when the ban list is going to be put up? Now, MegaCapitalG did touch on some points, some very good points as to Team 6 Samurai. I'm going to go over a brief overview of some of the points I think. But both of them made this point, and I completely agree with them, that without a ban list coming out or without a ban list release date, the players don't know what to invest their money in. Like right now, Zodiacs are a big thing. Now we know Zodiacs, if they released a ban list today, for example, we know Zodiacs aren't going to get hit. They were just released a couple weeks ago. So we know Zodiacs aren't going to get hit. Now, on that same note, Zodiacs are so powerful that it really kind of pushes most of the other decks out of the way. Now, I personally haven't played any Zodiacs yet, so I don't know, how to get, how the best way to get around them is. But still, from what I've seen, Zodiacs are very, very powerful. They are, from what I've seen and what I've heard, a borderline tier 0 deck. Now, I don't believe in tier 0 decks personally because every deck has a weakness. It's just a matter of finding it, but still. So we know Zodiacs won't get hit, but there are some other things that could possibly get hit. MegaCapitalG touched on this a little bit. ABC Dragons, for example, Metaphos, for example, DDDs, Fluffles. There are some things that could get hit. And MegaCapitalG touched on this a little bit, saying that maybe Konami could just do a profit-based ban list. Getting rid of a bunch of the old stuff just so they can make profit off the new stuff that they got coming out, like Zodiacs and Raging Tempest and things like that. Now, as much as I would hate to see ban lists like that, at least it would give us some focus as to what we would need to invest in and what we would need to try to counter and get around as far as what decks are going to be played. Now, I touched on this in my video over the new link summoning mechanic. I personally think that the ban list overall isn't healthy for the game because of all the crap that's going on with it. I mean, first we had the semi-annual, which is 2 ban lists a year, and a lot of players may not remember that, but I've been doing this for 14 plus years. I remember those days. Then we got bumped up to every 4 months or every 3 months, and even then we still had release dates. It was ban list was from April 1st to like July 1st or August 1st or something like that. We had a start date and an end date for the ban list. Then here in the last couple of years, Konami did the whole, we're not going to do an actual end date for the ban list. We're going to give it a little bit longer and release the ban list when we figure out exactly what is wrong with the meta and what we actually need to nerf. And they've done it in like 2 or 3 ban lists like that so far. And now here we are. It's been 6 months on this current ban list, and we still have no news. We don't even have an emergency ban list or anything like that, And like I was saying, back to my link summoning video, I mentioned that I personally think the ban list needs to be done away with, and that Yu-Gi-Oh needs to take a page out of the Pokemon and Magic handbook, and just do the X most recent number of packs allowed in standardized tournament play. Now, this is another good thing because in Pokemon and Magic, there is great player communication, and both MegaCapitalG and Team 6 Samurai went over this. That Pokemon and Magic have great communication between the players and the company because they know on this day when this set is released, this set is going to rotate out. But here recently with Konami, we don't have that player communication. We haven't had player company communication for like ever. I mean, Konami doesn't even like YouTubers filming at events, It is against the rules to film inside an event. And YouTubers have always had a problem with that. But that's a completely different discussion here. The point is, the communication and relationship between the players and the company isn't really all that great. And that's something I think Konami needs to work on. And a great place to start is getting these ban list dates set up to where we have an actual end date for the ban list. And Konami has to get the next ban list up by that end date. That's a great way for Konami, I think, to improve their communication with their players, and to, just commune with the community more often. And I think the game, as much as I love this game, I think the game will get so much better if Konami actually listened to their community as to what needed to be done. But anyway, I would like to hear your thoughts about this whole ban list issue. Do you think it's a good thing? Do you think there's anything that really needs to be hit? Honestly, outside of Zodiacs, I don't think there's anything way overpowered that needs to be hit. So that's why I'm not, jumping off the walls and screaming and cussing and shit. But outside of Zodiacs, I don't think that anything needs to get super nerfed. It's like maybe 1 or 2 hits here or there, just, crossed spectrum, like maybe one or 2 cards in Metal Foes, maybe knock down the Fusion monster for ABC Dragon down to 2 or 1 or something like that. I'm not saying those are definitions, I'm just using those as examples. But anyway, I want to know what you think about the ban list, what you think needs to get hit on it, what you think don't need to get hit on it, what you think should come off of it, and how long you think it might be before Konami actually releases a new ban list. I would love to get into a conversation and get some comments on this so we can actually go into discussion. But anyway, make sure you leave those comments in the box below. Also, make sure you like the video, subscribe to my channel, tell your friends and family, everybody you know who plays this game about this channel. Until next time, this is HarpyHunter89 signing off.
Take a shot at me, running side by side. It's a blur as I go by. I can hear you breathing, I can see you coming, I can feel the wind that's blowing me around. See the sun arising, fire